Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another Watcher Realms video. Today we are doing a spotlight on Razaak, the new little Murloc kind of looking dude here. Yeah, pretty decent hero. He's kind of like a legendary version of Maul. Does kind of similar AOE damage. Does not have as much CC. However, he does have some CC if you get him awakened. I think it's his A3. So as soon as you get his A3, then he unlocks basically this slow, which is quite good, I think. So basically every time the soul eating fish, they come out from his from his passive, he's gonna slow as well. So pretty cool. Now he's basically just a hard-hitting marksman, damage dealer, right? He's in the piercer faction. Let's go through his skills here. So he has an ultimate that deals 800 damage, quite a big multiplier, goes up to whatever 1100 or so, and the skill cost is reduced, making it a pretty quick for an ultimate skill. Now he has this bond passive and another passive. These are both activated just like Reeve by being in the team. He does have to be in the team. He does not have to be deployed to get both of these. But for this one, you do have to own Captain Reeve. So I do have them. So I have both of them. So I get the bond skill unlocked. Pretty cool there. He has an AOE basic attack, which is pretty cool. Basically all my skill ups went into the basic attack, which I like. It's either, I'm happy when they either go into the ultimate or the basic. Usually the passives and stuff aren't as good as, you know, those other two I mentioned. So basically after Ocean Clutch ends, enhances the hero's talent, increasing the generation chance of soul eating. So basically every basic attack is at 30% of generating 2 fish. They deal some damage, and as I said, if he's awakened 3, they also slow, which is pretty cool. Yeah, okay. And then within 15 seconds of deployment, each kill generates 2 fish. The fish basically sit there and deal some damage, dealing 200% damage. Attacks the enemy with the highest HP percentage, which is kind of cool, instead of the lowest. So it helps kind of even out those as well. Okay, so artifacts, what do I got going on here? I have this one that basically says when there's no enemies within one tile, his damage is increased, his AoE damage. He deals all AoE damage, so this is a decent one for him. I do have him fully promoted, fully 6-star, and here's the gear on him. Now, I'll say I just threw some kind of random gear. It's like my 7th best set, just kind of laying around, so I threw some gear in here. So not amazing, his attack's a bit low, but he does have a big chunk of crit damage, and he has a whole bunch of 100 crits, so that's pretty cool. And I only have 12 weapons and armor because I don't have really good warlord pieces yet, so I'm waiting for kind of a good piece there. But basically, you want to build him like every other damage dealer. You want to get him to like at least 12, 13, 14,000 attack, and then 100% crit rate, and then the rest into crit damage with some attack speed. I don't feel like attack speed's like crazy good on him, but I always like to get a little bit of attack speed just to get my my attack interval down. So you can see I have minus 1.4, so started at 3.5 down to 2.1, just for having, you know, 337 plus 237 attack speed, so that's pretty cool. All right, now where's he going to be good? Let's look through the ratings real quick. In-game ratings, experience rate and gear rate. He's obviously top tier because he gives you experience, right? I'm sorry, experience raid and gold raid is what I meant to say. These 2 raids I think are quite good for him. I would bring him along. He's also very good in that content because he does AoE damage. Gear raid 3, he's very good. You can see that's one of his highest rated. Tied as well. So all 4 of these quite good. Anti-air DPS is pretty decent for him. He does do the AoE. He has AoE damage, so arena AoE is going to be good. Faction trial is probably going to be good. Gear raid 1. You don't really want to use, let's see, is his what's his damage type? Damage type. What's happening here? Where do I see damage type? Where do I see damage type? Where do I see his damage type? Am I blind? He's a piercer. I think he does physical, but or normal they call it in this game. Am I blind? I'm blind. I don't know where to find that information. I literally don't know where to find that information anymore. Is it gone? Did they move it? Am I blind? Damage type piercing. There we go. Here's piercing damage. Are all piercers piercing damage? Is that why it doesn't say it? I'm really confused now. Okay, it says magic. Oh, okay, it always just says that at the beginning of the top of the skill. Okay, okay. Are all piercers piercing damage? I guess so. I guess they are. Okay, so yeah, there you go. All piercers. Oh nope, I lied. All piercers are not piercer damage. Okay, so he does piercer damage, so he's not going to be amazing in Gear Raid 1 because you do want magic damage. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the in-game ratings. Pretty cool hero. Now, let me just kind of go through my gear real quick. As I said, you want to go for as high attack as possible. I ended up just having a crit rate. At least this one had a high attack roll. I have this one with attack. This is a really good piece. I just got this one today and leveled it up. And then I got crit damage. Ideally, I would like to go attack, 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 or... you know, like attack, crit damage usually. So this one's kind of weird going crit and crit damage, but at least I have decent attack rolls on these pieces as well. So I got a decent amount of chunk. I mean, you know, almost 12k attack isn't bad. You do want higher attack for sure if you can fit it in. But okay, let's mess around with him a little bit and see how he does. So I think he's probably the strongest in Gear Raid 3. And I do have a full video on Gear Raid 3. So if you want to check that one out, I will link it up at top. And I kind of show Razaak in Gear Raid 3. You can use Maul as well. But basically, I'll just show you one auto real quick. If you want to see the full setup and all of that stuff, you're definitely free to go check out that video. But let me just show you an auto real quick, because these are quite quick to do. So let's just show this real quick. So. All right, we throw Calypso in. This is the Piercer Lord strategy, so the extra range is very useful. We throw Dolores down there. I have my cost generator. We use Hatsoot over there to take out the right side. And then we put Nyx on the left side to handle that by herself with a healer to keep her alive. And then we're going to throw Razaak. There's my boy Razaak. He's going to kind of cover this right side. He's just kind of really used in this one to complete and like finish off some of the enemies. So Hatsoot's gonna do most of the work on the right hand side, but Razaak is there kind of just to catch all the stragglers that, you know, sometimes make it through. You can see he'll use his ultimate right here. I recorded it a little bit too late. Oh, he killed it that time. But did you see how massive that hit? I mean, that hit like 600k, which is huge for that ultimate, and it has a really huge range, and it looks really cool, honestly. I'm a big fan of the ultimate like animation. It basically puts up like this huge square, and this huge like tidal wave or something comes through. Pretty cool. So there's the run. It's pretty quick. Hatsoot helping a lot there, but literally he only got to attack like 1 or 2 enemies, and he hit one for like literally it was like 580k or something like that. So pretty cool. Yeah, he did 770k and he only got to attack like 2 times. So it's pretty cool. He does do really good burst damage if you're trying to get like a wave down. Yeah, so this is going to be where he really, really shines, but I like the resource raid as well. I think he's going to be really good there for XP and gold, either one. So I'll show, I don't know. I use Reeve and him. I'll show the gold one right here, but I use Reeves and him for both gold, and there's Reeve going down there. He does really nice to slow as well, so a big fan of Reeve. There's my some of my damage dealers, and then I put Razaak, I think, last second or something. Oh no, I didn't put Razaak this one. He's in here, and he doesn't need to be placed, so I don't need to place him. I guess I didn't place him in this one. Oh, that was the XP raid. Anyways, so if you want to use him to help clear this, obviously he's going to be very useful because he's a big AOE damage dealer, so he's actually going to be really good in the gold and the experience raid. Not to mention that he's going to give you that huge bonus in terms of experience. So really cool. I like that a lot. You're probably not going to use him in something like Guild Boss. You're not going to use him in Artifact Material Raid. You will probably use him. You can use him in the Marksman dungeon. I think I re-recorded mine with him. Let's check. Did I re-record both of them? Let me see. If I hit fight, it should tell me who I used. Yeah, okay. So I did re-record these using him, and I did that for Reeves as well. So after I got Reeves and Razaak, I basically went through and oh no, I didn't re-record this one apparently. Oh, I re-recorded the level 15. I recorded the level 15. So you can go back and re-record your auto battles with these new heroes because that just gives you a passive generation of experience and gold if you have Reeves as well. The experience is really nice, and obviously the gold is really nice if you do happen to have Reeves as well. Reeves is a little bit harder to get. He's more exclusive. You need the 250 on him. I think this is the one that I re-recorded with him in here, right? This is, oh yeah, this is this one. Okay. Reeves is actually cool because he has quite a big range. You know, not as quite as much as Cetrum here, but he definitely has a really big range, which makes him very useful in content like this where you want to stretch a very long time. So I like that. I still put the other damage dealers in front of him because, you know, there's kind of like single enemies coming through. You could use AoE here. There he is right there. You can see that reach, man. It's super long reach, especially if you have a Piercer Lord. It really helps a lot. It's kind of like Nyx, right? They just have that crazy, crazy range. So really cool. Not like one of the best heroes in the game. Not like super, super high priority. Honestly, Maul's kind of just like slightly worse version of him in terms of damage. He will do a lot more damage than Maul. I mean, the epics, they just have lower stat pools in general, so definitely a good replacement for Maul. Maul does have the CC, which makes him quite useful as well. You kind of need the third ascension on him to get his CC capabilities. Where else would he be useful in the game? You could probably use him in Gear Raid 1. Maybe if you don't have a lot of AoE damage and you're in like the lower stages, you could probably use him. You're probably not going to use him in like 18 or 19, but like if you're lower and you're just looking for someone to help you get through into the higher stages, you could definitely use him in Gear Raid in the beginning, but he's really going to shine in Gear Raid 3. You're not going to really use him in Gear Raid 2. I mean, you could, but he just doesn't have some of the damage output like someone like Vierna. I was able to get stage 20 down with that Vierna. Bucket put out a video going through substituting all these units and using Volca and stuff, A1. So I did that to clear it, but you kind of need Vierna for that one. She makes it really easy. But yeah, okay. Oh, Tide. Definitely use him in Tide. He does have a higher BP, at least on my account. So I did swap him into Tide, and he has that big AoE damage, so he's going to be useful there as well. But, okay, that's going to be pretty much it the video. I just want to go through this guy real quick. I've been really enjoying him, honestly, more than I thought. Honestly, there was a lot of hype about Arrogance, and I'm surprised to say I really like the other two. I don't want to say more, but I just have used them more so far because for me, Arrogance kind of only goes in the Guild Boss team. I use them in PvP as well, but I've been really liking Reeve and Razaak for sure. So, okay, that's pretty much it for the video. I guess just real quick, if you haven't seen the calendar, notice that we have our very first ancient summoning event here. So apparently I think they're going to add some packs into the game. There has been no packs up till now. I have 9 of these. Again, most of them from like arena and completing content and stuff like that. So I do have 9 of them. These are not that great, guys. You're going to get mostly blues from this. Don't forget, it has the same rate as the regular summons. So it's only 0.5%, I think. And we'll see how those go coming up soon. But okay, that's it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like and the subscribe button. Have a great day, everyone. See you guys.